That's the common nature of comments. I'm under the weather today. But is every day under the weather? Whether it's sunny, it's gloomy, it's always like that. If and when you also have skin problems, you blame the environment. You blame, madumi ang Metro Manila. It is not what we want for the environment. But it may be because of your diet. It may be because you are lacking the right micronutrients for the skin. It is not often that we find that they have a lot of problems. Only that it's because there is nothing that was investigated along the micronutrients. You see in hospitals, ang daming doktor. From ceiling to floor, nandyan yung pangalan ng mga doktor. This is very true. Because in our field, we need to refer. This is not the idea behind specialization. So kung magsabi kang may GI problem ka, pupunta ka sa gastroenterologist. If you have something to say, I get dizzy, tatlo ang doktor mo. May opta ka, may ENT ka, may neurologist ka, and if they find you have anemia, you get referred to a hematologist, di ba? If you have something else at babae ka, you get referred to a gynecologist. So, talagang ceiling to floor ang doktor mo. On that matter, iron deficiency is more propagated in terms of symptoms. It's better understood if you go about what does it take to have symptoms of anemia. And most often than not, these are very varied. You would not even think that you are anemic. You would not even think, eto lang pala. You think I'm healthy, you think you are healthy, you think this person is healthy, only to find out that she will get blood transfusion later on. So it's very important. That's why the institution of Red Cross is important in all aspects of medicine. And this is very common. Umpisa pa lang ng araw, they get sleepy over their computers, their desks, the workplace, and very often you will see them wearing glasses even if they don't need an eyeglass. Why? Because the rim of the glass hides their eyes when they're sleepy. That's the truth. Magsalamin kayo. You will notice that when your eyes droop, hindi masyadong halata if you wear glasses. Gawain ko rin kasi yun. So alam na alam. The other is, galit na galit ka na sa children mo because they are very low academic performance. Ano ba yan? Lahat ata ng PhD degree ng parents, they wanted their children to have this kind of academic excellence. But let's wait. You're not feeding them enough. You're not making a good enough background check for them. So maybe there are other reasons. And how many children do you know that because they are very lethargic in school, they don't really have the good grades? And we keep on saying, talaga bang wala ka ng pag-asa or wala na ba kaming pag-asa sa'yo? Only to find out may medical problem pala. Okay? So again, what do we need to do? So nandiyan na tayo sa diagnosis, nandiyan na tayo sa understanding. What do we need to do to combat anemia? Gulp, what we call this, a truckload of spinach. How many bottles of peanut butter? You can even go and check on the beef display every day. You can also go for the rest of the supplementary diets in the market that says they're good for anemia, which is, as I said, spinach. You can only have as much spinach. You cannot have a full bag full of spinach and you gulp it every day because it's good to combat anemia. But, wait, diet is good. I'm not saying that it's not. The food that we have today, I love to check. They are containing ba nutrients that will be promoting anti-anemia properties. I'm sorry for this, but I have to display it just the same. It just says here This is from the National Institute of Health here in the Philippines. We call it the RENI. And if you look at the needs, it means that you have iron needs more than the usual diet can give. So if you eat a slice of beef, if you eat munggo, if you have talbos ng kamote, and if you have spinach, they will be good in your plate. But how big is the plate in order to be enough to be able to say, I can prevent anemia? It's the thing that you have to understand. A diet is the greatest nutrition, but it must be balanced. So you cannot say, I'm doing it because I have a good colorful plate. But you have to make sure that in the first place, you are not anemic. If your lifestyle is that you always work late, the young people likes that. They have their social life. They also are coffee drinkers. Why do you think branded coffees came into being? Come on. Batanggenya ako. I drink a lot of coffees. And I was wondering, why did it not occur to everyone that we have enough coffee, no? Even the Alamid coffee is said to be the flavor of the town. So everyone likes coffee. But to have everyone drinking too much is not also good. So it may not be a staple food, but if it is what makes you happy, it is good, correct? But it doesn't mean that it is correct. So let's define what is good and what's correct. So in order to do that, you have to take, there is no substitute for it except to just take medicinal iron. And you have organic and inorganic iron. And of course, you know the meaning of being organic. And the likes of things is that you have to take more. Do you want to take 2 capsules or tablets 3 times a day? Do you like to take it every 6 hours? I don't. The likelihood is we will forget. You have to take something that covers enough for you to be able to supplement. And the likelihood is it is likable that you don't go to the bathroom every so often because you have GI upset because of the tablets that you have drank. So let's be honest and be truthful and also look at the label. See if it is what it is. If you need 300 and if you need 600, if you need 900, you have to get what you need. So if you are anemic, you have to know whether you're mild, moderate, or severe. If you're severe, we are just kidding ourselves if you're just going to get 1 capsule a day. So you have to be appropriately managed. And the extreme, of course, is to take your blood transfusion. But how many of us, magagalit na Red Cross, request ng blood? They already have run out of blood to give. And the bottom line is only if we had prepared for it. They would not have such a need if we had prepared. So the preparation is very important. And it is about choices we make. At the end of the day, this is what we are. It's about choices. You want to be good, you want to be well, you want to be healthy, let's work on it. If you want to see something of your life, then manage it the way that it should be managed. And that's the call and the advocacy of what we are doing right now. And the red here does not mean stop. It actually means let us advocate that we don't see the need for blood transfusion. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gaminia. It's always nice listening to you because it's like a wake-up call for us as well. Sometimes we take these things for granted, but it's nice to actually hear it and to see how it relates in our lives. Now, for our next topic, it is my honor to introduce the marketing head of Merck Consumer. Words for us, very exciting news for Sangobion, Ms. May.
Hello, good afternoon to everyone, and thank you for joining us us today. On behalf of Sangobion, I'd like to welcome everyone to our event, and I hope you enjoyed your lunch. We have a lot of information happening today that we need really to tell the Filipino people about, and I really hope to get your help in doing that. So I'm here to talk about Sangobion and what our brand does and stands for. So for over so many years, it has been the advocacy of Sangobion to help Filipino men and women prevent anemia. And as Dr. Gamilia pointed out, anemia is a serious disease and it burdens and impacts the lives of the people who have it. So we're here to prevent anemia and to cure it so that we can continue to achieve more in life. Because as Dr. Gamilia pointed out, when you wake up in the morning and you don't have the energy for work, to blog, to do your job as the Red Cross leader, to be the best reporter, then how are you going to get ahead in life? In fact, the World Health Organization says there is a 1 out of 4 incidents of anemia in the world. And based on today's stats, because everyone, I think almost everyone went here and had their blood checked, and only a few didn't have their blood health checked. 3 out of 33 people actually have anemia. Did you come here expecting to find out that you're anemic? So there were actually 3 people. One of which is a good friend of mine who was so surprised to find out after having a 1-second blood test that she was anemic. She was wondering, bakit I've been working only for a week and pagod na ako. She never expected to have anemia, but because she found out, she was able to do something about it. And that's why we're here today. We want to educate people about anemia and at the same time, reach out to them and make them understand that having healthy blood can change lives, diba? If you're able to do more at work, be a better mom, be a better teacher, be a better blogger, a reporter, a caregiver, then you're capable of changing your life and the lives of the people who you love. So everyone should keep their blood healthy because it's an essential part of your bodily function. I mean, you probably never thought about keeping your blood healthy. You only think about exercise, proper diet, but we need to think about our blood and keep it healthy. And that's the message we want to impart. Take charge of your health and start taking Sangobion Iron Plus. Sangobion Iron Plus is organic iron. So Dr. Gamila pointed out that organic iron is actually better than inorganic iron. So Sangobion Iron Plus is organic iron and it contains 5 blood health builders that are essential in keeping your blood health healthy and keeping you anemia free. So when you have that energy to do more at your career or as a mom, then you can focus and make your mark in this world. And we really want to empower people so that we can all rise together and have a healthier, blood-healthy Philippines. So with that in mind, we came up with this campaign and it's called Sulong, Dugong, Pinoy. So what does it mean when we say Dugong Pinoy? What's the first thing that comes to you? When I traveled abroad recently, foreigners were telling me, you Filipinos, what is it in you that all of you can sing? Because every restaurant or bar that they go to in the world, there's a Filipino group singing, and they're so energetic. So, nasa dugo natin to be the best singers, nasa dugo natin to export all these nurses, caregivers. It's in our blood, our Filipino blood, to be of service to others. Just like it's also in our blood to rise above the challenges that we have amidst the typhoons that we have. It's in our blood. Nasa dugo natin to smile after every tragedy and rise up. So that's what it means when you have that Dugong Pinoy. So because we want to inspire every Filipino to bring out that good in them, that's what the message of our campaign is. We want to rally each Filipino to take care of their blood health. We coined the term Dugong Pinoy because the Filipino spirit of generosity and service, it runs in our veins, it's in our blood. And we need to be healthy from within to inspire a blood-healthy nation. So actually, Sangobion has a lot of exciting plans lined up this year. On April 8, we're going to have this massive event at the SM Mall of Asia. We aim to have the largest blood check event. So I'm asking your help to spread the word out there and get people to come to the SM Mall of Asia. We're going to check everyone's blood and really get the word out about anemia. We've partnered with the Red Cross because there's also going to be a blood donation on that day. So it's going to be all about healthy blood at the SM Mall of Asia on April 8th. At the end of the day, when we've hopefully checked thousands of people and let them be made aware that maybe they're anemic, we're going to have a concert, and of course our ambassadress, Ms. Sarah Geronimo, will be there rallying the people. So with that in mind, I'd like to end this day with the thought that please help us spread the word, right? Inspire everything that is good in the Filipino, Sulong, Dugong, Pinoy. Help us spread the word about anemia so that we can all inspire the change to make this Philippines a better nation. Thank you and good day.
Thank you. Palagi ka nalang nakikita here and there. So personally, how do you manage to keep the energy? I can imagine yung days mo parang kulang ang 24 hours. So paano mo nasusustain yung energy mo for all the things you do?
Actually, po nung nag-uumpisa ko, yun yung sobrang loaded ko sa trabaho. Kasi kailangan ko talaga, I really had to work hard kasi nag-uumpisa pa lang ako. Ngayon, mas magaan na yung load ng trabaho. Pero, syempre, bilang part na ko talaga ng trabaho namin yung early mornings, natatapos ng late at night, umaabot ng madaling araw. So, importante po talaga that I have a proper diet. Hindi naman po ako nagpa-follow ng strict diet, or vegetarian, or vegan. Hindi ko po kaya yun. Mahilig po akong kumain ng masasarap na pagkain. Mga Filipino dish, favorite ko po yan. So, I try to eat healthy food. Yan po. Siyempre si Mama, may pa-organic na din si Mama. Yan ang business po namin. Baka gusto niyo po umorder. So, yan po. And, importante ang exercise po. Ito po, we don't exercise mainly para to look good. Pero importante po yan na maging fit. Ako po, nagpe-perform ako, nag-exercise na ako, pero nandun pa rin yung hingal. Kasi hindi siya ganun ka-regular. Pero I work out as often as I can.
That's a good combination, kumbaga, to keep energetic.
Yes, Miss Patty. And of course, vitamins po. Importante talaga po vitamins. Yung kailangan nating supplements, syempre vitamin C, and of course, the right iron supplement for you, which is Sangobion Iron Plus. So, ayos.
Okay, so note that all down if you want the energy of Sarah G. Now, counter, can I just buy Sangobion? Let's say I feel the need to up my iron in my body, or do I need to go to a doctor pa?
No, actually the best would be to have a yearly checkup. You have a laboratory that's almost all over the country. And if you have the symptoms of what I mentioned, you easily get fatigue, your low performance level, your dyspneic, when you are just with minor work, pagod ka na, hihingalin ka, or nahihilo ka, like, I'm not used to this, but I feel dizzy, no? These may be symptoms that you may need. And before you can really get to a doctor, the best would be have your blood checked. And I think the initial campaign is good. It sends the signal. You need to know what is your level. And from there, work yourself into a maintenance. And to answer the question, not all iron are created equal. Not all vitamins are there for the taking. What is important is that you have to know what you need. I can get your vitamins A to Z, and I could follow all the diet in YouTube and in internet and in the web. I could follow all of them, but still not get the right treatment. To advocate checkup is good, but it also means that you have to go to the right doctor. Should I go to a internist? Should I go to a hematologist? You will be surprised. Many kidney diseases are discovered because they're anemic. A lot of Filipinos have diabetes and with kidney disease without knowing it, except nag-join sila ng bandwagon, nagpa-check up ng hemoglobin, and the doctor in the group says, "Sir, ang baba ng hemoglobin mo." And so, he said, "But I'm okay. I've been tedious with with my exercise, with my diet. And you know, the first manifestation is iron deficiency. And the cause, it's kidney disease. So it's really tahi-tahi na problem. It could be one cascading into the other. So I hope that lengthy answer.
Yes, that was actually very helpful because a lot of people also never really consider having their blood checked. I mean, I would probably be part of that generation na until yung may sakit na talaga na malala, doon ka na lang maghihintay. But do it now while you still can. And of course, we have the help of the Philippine Red Cross, even doctors and Sangobion to encourage you guys to do it. Not only for you, but for your loved ones as well. Now, Miss Ming, maybe we can go back to having Sarah, of course, a part of the family. This is year 2 for her. And so, why did you feel she would be the perfect fit for Sangobion?
Sangobion loves Sarah just as much as everyone in the Philippines
Yes.
loves Sarah. Sarah is the embodiment of a blood-healthy woman, someone who embodies the best about Dugong Pinoy. I mean, everyone should aspire to be like her. She has a great lifestyle. She works so hard. You know, when there's call time, when we have something with Sarah, she's never late. And you know, she has no diva antics. So she's
That is true, yes.
ambassador. And she speaks from the heart when she says she wants to help the Philippines know more about anemia and how it's helped her. So she's really a great ambassador.
Yes,
I love her.
I think on that note, Sarah, pwede ko rin siguro tanongin, why, of course, you get all these engagements, I'm sure kasama sa trabaho, you get all the requests to represent brands, pero what made you feel na, you know what, nandito yung puso ko, kampante ko dito sa ginagawa nilang campaign?
As I mentioned earlier po, napaka-importante sa akin ng kalusugan. Hindi lang para sa akin, kundi importante para sa buong pamilya ko. At naniniwala po ako sa produkto. Tinutulungan po niya ako to take care of my health, my blood, at ng buong pamilya. So, it's a relief to endorse a product na talagang ginagamit mo, pinaniniwalaan.
Yes. It makes it easier also for you because it's natural, di ba? The
Yes.
relationship feels, even for the brand, at least there's harmony between the endorser and the brand. Now, Miss Ming, before we wrap up, of course, maybe we could just share what activities can we expect, especially, as you mentioned, for April 8th is the biggest event that Sangobion's expecting. So, maybe just so that we'll all be excited to attend.
Yeah, so this whole year we're going to be really shouting out about anemia because everyone really needs to understand how anemia can impact you and we need to prevent it. So this is the launch of our new Sulong Dugong Pinoy campaign and we're going to have that mega event on April 8th. So folks, please mark your calendars and help us spread the word. Invite everyone to join us at the SM Mall of Asia so that they can learn more about anemia. It's for
That's
free.
the magic word.
It's for free.
It's for free.
And you're going to get healthier. So
And we can see Sarah here.
you can see Sarah, right? So
Yes.
please help us spread the word. Really get awareness on anemia out there in the Philippines. Please help us.
Again, thank you so much, Miss Ming, Doctora, and Sarah. And of course, to all our friends from the media and press, you have our friends who will usher you so that you can have your interviews with our friends from Sangobion, of course. Thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget, again, mark your calendars. When? April 8th. Where? Mall of Asia. Alright, so we're all gonna see you there. Again, let's all support and spread the word. We are counting on you guys. I mean, you have tons of readers and followers, and we would really like to encourage you guys to help us make the Philippines blood healthy. Ika nga sabi ni Sarah. So again, on behalf of Sangobion, this has been Patty Laurel. Thank you so much, and let's partner together in making the Philippines very blood healthy. Thank you.